Hello, my name is Mark Pirro. I'm a Los Angeles filmmaker. I've been producing my own films for over 40 years. You probably never heard of any of them unless you used to watch cable TV at 2 in the morning in the late 80s or 90s. Traditionally, when a filmmaker starts a Gofundme page, they ask for money to help them produce their next opus. But that's not why I'm here today. In addition to being a filmmaker, I'm also a humanist. And when Texas came up with their restrictive anti-abortion law, it infuriated me, as I'm sure it infuriated many of you. This law is not only misogynistic, draconian, extreme, and completely unconstitutional, it's also dangerous and potentially deadly. Texas women that have money will still get abortions, that's a given. They'll just fly to a more evolved state where it's still unrestricted. But what about the women who don't have the means to travel? Will they basically turn towards the way it was done before most of them were even born? They never had to consider back alley abortions or self-inflicted procedures or going into debt to borrow the money to travel to a clinic in a rational state. For over 50 years, a woman's right to choose was the law of this land. And although there were always protesters against this right to choose, primarily from women who never had to make this decision, since you wouldn't want to have sex with most of them anyway, but now for the first time in 5 decades, that right is seriously under attack. When this Texas law first came into effect, I thought, why doesn't someone do something and help these women? Surely there are wealthy people who could step up to the plate and help them. Then I thought, you know what? Why not me? I'm just as much as someone as the next guy, and I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to try to do something about it. A short while back, I posted on Facebook that if any woman living in Texas or any other primitive state that has strict rules impeding a woman's right to control her own body, all they would need to do is set up an appointment with an LA clinic and then contact me. I would pick them up from the airport, put them up at my place, drive them to the clinic, and then allow them to stay with me until it was safe for them to go back home. Since I posted that, a few of my friends said that they loved that idea, and some would even help out with the arrangements. Then I thought, well, why not cover the plane tickets? And instead of having them stay with me, put them up in a hotel. That's when I thought I would start this GoFundMe campaign. My goal is to raise $100,000 and spread the word that any woman in need of an abortion can contact me, and we will take care of them from the moment they arrive to the moment they leave. We're hoping that some local doctors might even come on board with us and make this so easy for a woman to get this procedure done without any hassles or financial burden. This is why I'm asking for anyone who is as angry as I am and wants to do something to donate as much as you can comfortably afford so that we can help these vulnerable women and send a message to these lawmakers that we will not allow them to turn the clock back 50 years and keep women under the thumb of a handful of insignificant and most likely impotent men. If we reach our goal, every dollar of this will be used for flights, hotels, food, gas, and the procedure itself. If you don't have money to contribute, you can also help by spreading the word about what we're doing here. This won't do much good if the message doesn't make it to the people who need to hear it. So by all means, pass it on. If you have press contacts, definitely inform them, especially if you're in Texas. If and when this asinine abortion law is overturned and our services are no longer needed, any raised money that's left over will be donated to Planned Parenthood. So, once we've been funded, if you're a woman living in one of these backward states and you find yourself in need of an abortion, you can contact me at the email address you see below, and we will take care of you with no strings attached. It's called empathy. Now, some might call this aiding and abetting a woman in having an abortion. Well, I guess it is. And any potential bounty hunters out there who have a problem with what we're doing, well, you know where you can find us. I'm Mark Pirro, and you bet your ass I approve this message.